What the coronavirus has done is it's kind of made a lot of people step back and think. Obviously, it's made a lot of people panic as well, which is no surprise. But I really want to take the time to share with you some insights, things that I have observed and seen that I think could make a huge difference to our lives. What is on your mind right now? For a lot of people, I would imagine there is a fair degree of uncertainty. There's a fair degree of fear, anxiety. I mean, we're all different, right? But I don't think there has ever been a time where there has been as many people thinking about the same thing as they're thinking about right now. There are more people out there who are wanting help. And when we look at the coronavirus and we look at what's going on, I think it really basically throws out a lot of questions, right? A lot of things, a lot of people, there's huge amounts of uncertainty. What is the legacy going to be of the coronavirus? See, when we look at humanity and we look at what's happened and what's happened before, things like this have happened before. Maybe not to this scale and maybe not to the impact, especially the biggest impact, without doubt, is going to be the economical impact, right? Just if you took a moment to think about it and think, see, everything is all connected and it's all very fragile. So when one thing kind of cracks, another thing cracks and the whole thing falls apart. And in man's search for meaning, what we're here to do, I think we are all here to grow. We do grow and then we die. So we're all here to grow, we're all here to evolve, we're all here to expand in some way. That's my view, it might not be your view. And then when something happens which stops you from doing what you normally do, especially if that means you earning money to basically put food on the table or to pay your mortgage, all of a sudden your whole life is turned upside down. But what I find truly unique is when do we actually get to see the best in people? What does it actually take for something to rise up inside people, for people to go, I need to do something. I need to do something about this. I believe the coronavirus is an amazing opportunity for us to look outside the box. When we experience fear, we go into a survival mode. And that's why you see so many people going out panic buying, because they're frightened. They're frightened that something really bad is going to happen. They're not going to be able to feed themselves and their family. And that's one of the reasons people behave that way. And that makes sense. But the fact of the matter is, it's the fact that people tend to experience way too much fear, way too much stress every single day. The majority of us are living in a state of perpetual stress. Always fear, anxiety, worry, doubt. We live in a world, you and I, we live in a system that is basically telling us, giving us messages, whether you like this or not, that you're not good enough. And you need to do something about that. You're not good enough and you need to do something. And in most cases, what you need to do is prove yourself to others by what you have, the watch, the phone, the car, the house, the job, the status, and getting people to like you and comment on you and to think that you're great. That's the world that a lot of people are living in, and that is never enough. You see, when we really look at humanity and we really look at what human beings are what we call pro-social. Pro-social. What that means is we are others directed. We cannot survive on our own. We might survive for a bit, but how long would you survive? We need each other. And human beings, and this is, I think, one of the unique opportunities that we all have right now, is to take the wisdom of the ages of people like Martin Luther King, who basically said this: the most important question, the number one question we should all be asking is, what can we do for others? What can we do for others? I believe that your future and my future is unwritten. That's what I believe, right? And we have the ability to write our future. I know some people will be really challenged by that because of what's going on right now, but I totally believe that even with all of this, there is still only one thing out there in the universe that is available to all of us, and that is possibilities. But a lot of people, they don't see that. They just see what's wrong, what's missing, what they haven't got. And it's very, 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 very easy to do that, especially right now, isn't it? It would be such an easy thing to do, to think that. Your future's unwritten, the first thing. The second thing I believe is that we have the power to do something about it. These are my two guiding principles. Your future's unwritten and you have the power to do something about it. That power that we all have only normally comes out in a time of a crisis. And I just think that we all have an opportunity to look at life differently. We all have an opportunity to be different on the back of this. We all have an opportunity to look at the world with a fresh pair of eyes. Once this blows over, what will you do? Is this maybe for some of you the change that you've been looking for? Is this going to be a defining moment in your life where you look for different things? See, in times like this, what a lot of people do is they start looking for opportunities. They think there's possibilities that will come out of all of this, that the breaking down of certain systems means that we have the opportunity to create new systems. What can I do? What is in my control? What is the difference that is going to make the difference? Make yourself physically stronger, mentally, emotionally. And again, that's not easy, but we were designed to work. We were designed to evolve. We were designed to go out there and be physical. That's what we are wired up to do. And you've bought into a system, we all have, that says you don't need to do that. We are caught in these systems, but hopefully I think one of the great things that have happened about all of this is a lot of people are starting to realize what is really important. How many of you appreciate your mums so much more because you can't see them today?